Hello. All right. It is week 4. So this is our last week. I know it's Saturday, but I'm calling it week 4 because I'm giving you, I've been giving you your stuff on Saturdays so you can hit the week running for your next weeks. So it's going to be our last trial week of the women's cross training. So I hope you've been having some fun. So I'm going to run you through the instructions for the exercises in our next circuit, and then I'll be putting in the playlist later. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today you're just going to need dumbbells and bands. And then if you keep going with me, we're going to be doing even more stuff with bands and the dumbbells and stuff in the coming weeks. So we'll have 8 weeks left after this one. So I should have took this sweatshirt off beforehand. It's like super hot here all of a sudden. All right, and don't forget to ask me questions. If you don't want to put them public, you don't have to, but feel free to put questions in the comments and everything. So we're going to start, we're going to do shoulder press with the bands, and then I'm going to show you a row with the bands, and then we're going to look at squats with the dumbbells, and then the split squats again with the dumbbells. So those will be our 2 upper body things. And then when we get to abs, then I'll show you a couple different things for abs too at the end. So that's the plan. All right. Shoulder press first. So you might find bands where you can do little attachments, which is kind of cool because you can actually put 2 together that way, and so you get all kind of various resistances. So if you haven't been doing this though very often, what I'm going to have you try to do is just the lightest one, because when we do shoulders are a smaller muscle than like your back is, so your back is going to need probably more resistance than your shoulders will. Okay, this is a good exercise for bone density. So I want to show you 2 ways. You could just step on the band with 1 foot, step forward and press up, okay? But if your band is too short for that, or it's too heavy, you can take one side of the handle, step on it, then come forward, okay? And then you do your press up. So that's gonna look like, so again, band on the floor from a side view, step forward, and then press up. Okay? And then you would do the other side. So that's our shoulder press. So if you do have the kind of bands that snap together, one thing some people don't know is that they can use these bands together to create even more resistance. So you might have 3 bands, and so not only could you use those 3 bands individually, but then you could also make even heavier resistances if you put like 2 together. Okay, so for row, we're going to do seated this week. So you'll put your feet out in front of you. You'll get to pick how far apart. So the farther apart that you have your feet, the harder it's going to make it. Okay? Now, if you have a lot of tension in between your legs, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the sides. You might like that, so that you do your legs too. But if not, then you're going to need to just kind of leave a little bit. You're not going to want the middle to be really taut. So you get your feet set. Show you. You see feet set, and then it's pull. Okay? That's row. You'll have a video in the playlist of it. So from the side view, chest up, drop your traps down. These are your traps. You're trying to use this and in between your shoulder blades. And then arms straight, then pull, arms straight, pull. Okay? And little things you guys can always ask me questions over. So that's it for the bands. Those are our upper body things. I'd like to show you a squat option, because I'd like for you today either to do a chair squat or a squat with a dumbbell in between your hands. So what I would like us to do is be able to sit down and stand up with it. It's going to look like this without the chair. Sit down, chest up, stand up with it. Okay? If that's too weird though, the chair would be great. Okay? Because that way you'll know you'll be safe sitting back down. So you put your weight on the floor, or you could do no weight and just stand up. A wider stance with your toes a little bit out. You could get your dumbbell, keep your chest up, and then you just keep your chest up, stand up, sit back down. Keep your chest up, and don't lose your chair. Okay? So that's squat. Now, if you've been doing split squat with no weight or resistance and it's feeling okay, then I just want you to see what it would look like with resistance. All right? So we're split, straight down if you remember. Okay? But one alteration you can make if you've already been doing that is instead of staying in that split and going up and down, okay, what you could do is just step back, come back up, okay, and keep that same leg. So just from this view, step back, come back up, okay? So either the split squat next, after the squats, or like that's a reverse lunge. Cool? Okay, I'm gonna grab a mat. So what I'd like to show us today is, I'm going to tilt this a little bit down. Might be a little weird. Okay. You can use a dumbbell. It doesn't have to be a ball. In the video it's going to be a ball, but I'm going to show you how to do an oblique twist. It's going to look like turning your whole body. So my chest and my arms, they're going together. And what's not happening is I'm not shaking all around, but I'm using this middle part, and I'm just holding, and I'm going to twist and twist with a controlled motion. Okay? From the side, you'll see that I'm leaning back. You don't have to lean back real far, and you don't have to keep your spine straight. A little bit of a curve is okay. And again, my chest and my arms, they just move together, but my waist is what's doing the motion. So you could be farther back. You could also be on your toes or up on without your feet and doing the twist. Okay? You could also put one foot down. Okay? So that's the oblique twist. And then for the last thing I wanted us to try, we'll do a side plank. Okay? We've been doing regular plank, side plank, shoulder over the elbow, and then keeping this part of you so that your spine feels like it's straight. You can also be out on your toes. You could also open your arms. Okay? So this position is a position you're just going to hold for at least 10 seconds up to 30 seconds. Okay? And then you switch, hold other side. So, again on your circuit this week, get closer. Again on your circuit this week, we have the shoulder press, we had the row, then we had the squat, keeping your chest up from a chair or without the chair, with the weight in the middle, and then our split squats or the reverse lunges, and then we moved into the oblique twist, and then we moved into the side plank. All right, ladies, so that's the workout to try. If there's another workout that you like better, or if you want to substitute out some of the pushes, if there's a different push that you like, or if there's a different pull that you like, you can switch that out with something you've tried, okay? And then for the leg stuff, you could switch things out also, but I wanted to show you 6 new things again for this week. So then I'll be back. I'll give you some more information about like payment links and stuff, so I'm going to send out payment links so you guys can get all signed up for the next part of this training. And it's been a whole lot of fun. Okay, let me know if you have questions. Bye.